The man who taught India to dream in technology. Award impact the making of a timeless legacy. Some people chase recognition, others become the reason recognition exists. When the world finally looked back for years, Shiv Nadar walked in silence. No drama, no spotlight, but history has a habit of catching up. As India's IT story grew louder, the world began asking, who started this journey? The answer led back to one name, Shiv Nadar. Honors that mean more than gold. Among many, recognition one stood out. Padma Bhushan 2008 in the third highest civilian honor. It wasn't given for wealth, it was given for power, it was given for building India IT backbone. Creating institution, transforming education. Shiv Nadar accepted with the same calm smile with which he had started SCL decades earlier. Global respect, not global noise. International Shiv Nadar was respected by global CEOs, studied in business school, quoted in leadership form, yet he never became loud. He believed noise fades, work speaks forward. The true measure of impact Shiv Nadar measure success differently, not by market cap, ranking, which but by students educated, lives transformed, leadership created, his foundation crossed milestones silently. Thousands of graduates, rural talent reaching global platform, institution ranked among India's best. A billion who redefined wealth. As his wealth grew, so did his giving. Shiv Nadar consistently ranked among India's top philanthropists, global education donor, but he never used charity for publicity. For him, giving is not an announcement, but it is a responsibility. The man behind the success, those close to him. Describe Shiv Nadar as soft spoken, deep thinking, highly disciplined. He reads, he reflects, he listens more than he speaks. His power lies not in command but in clarity. What future leaders learn from him? Shiv Nadar life teaches them timeless lesson. Thinking long term, building institution, not empire, trust people, invest in education, let's go gracefully. These lessons are now part of Indian leadership. When history writes the final line, years from now, when technologies change and companies evolve, one truth will remain. Shiv Nadar did not just build ICL, he built confidence in India. By this stage, Shiv Nada's journey had inspired entrepreneurs, empowered education, redefine leaderships. But one final layer remained his philosophy for the future of India. He had shaped the present, now he looked toward tomorrow. Shiv Nada's vision for India youth, the future of technology. The man who taught India to dream in technology. A vision for India, youth, technology, the future. The future does not belong to the lucky, it belongs to the prepared. When a builder turned into a thinker after stepping away from daily business, Shiv Nadar role evolved. He was no longer fighting markets. He was studying India future. His focus shifted to three pillars: youth, education, technology. He believed these three words would decide whether India leads the world or follow it. His message to India youth, Shiv Nadar often said, degree does not define you, curiosity does. He urged young Indians to ask better questions, learn continuously, stop fearing failure. For him, the biggest danger was not competition, it was a competency. Education must create thinkers, not workers. Shiv Nadar was critical of outdated education models. He believed memorization kills innovation, fear kills creativity, obedience kills leadership. His institutions emphasize critical thinking, problem solving, ethics, global exposure. His vision and intent that create ideas, not just executes them. Technology as a tool, not a threat. While many fear automation of and AI, Shiv Nada saw opportunity. He believed technology does not remove jobs; it removes outdated thinking. His advice: learn technology deeply, use it ethically, combine it with human judgment. He saw India as a future brain of the digital world, the India he imagined. Shiv Nada's India was confident, not defensive, innovative, not initiative, ethical, not opportunities. An India where talent matter more than background. Education is accessible. Leadership is responsible. Why value matter more than speed? In a fast changing world, he won against chasing shortcuts. He believed speed without value lead to collapse. That's why ethics were central to SCL. Integrity was negotiable in his institution. For him, values were not optional, they were infrastructure. India's role in the global order. Shiv believe India time had come, but leadership required confidence, discipline, original thinking. He wanted India to build global technologies, leads responsibility, educate the world, not loudly, but competently. A voice that inspired without shouting. Unlike many public figures, Shiv Nadar never preached. He demonstrated his life become his message. Build silently, give generously, exit gracefully. By now, the story had gone beyond one man. It had become a philosophy, a movement, a blueprint for future leader. But one final chapter remained the human side of the legend. Behind every visionary is a human story the world rarely see. The man behind the legend, habits, humility, and humanity. The man who taught India to dream in technology, and the man behind the legend, habits, humility, and humanity. Greatness is loud in achievement, but silent in behavior. The quiet life of a giant. If you meet Shiv Nadar on the street, you might not recognize him. No bodyguards, no flashy clothes, no larger than life savior. That was intentional. He believed power should be felt in impact, not display in appearance. Daily habits that shape a legend. Shiv Nadar's success was not accidental, it was discipline. His habits include early rising, regular reading, deep thinking time, minimal distraction. He valuable he valued clarity over chaos. Even as a billionaire, his lifestyles remain shape. The power of listening. One of his strongest qualities was listening. He listened to young engineers, teachers, students, ground level staff. He believed wisdom does not come from position, it comes from perspective. This made people feel respected, and respect creates loyalty. Humility in success. Despite global recognition, Shiv Nadal never lost humility. He never said, I built this alone. I'm the starters. I'm the smartest. Instead, he often said, I was fortunate to work with the global people. That humility became the culture of health. Failure never embarrassed him. Shiv Nadar never feared failure. He saw it as a feedback, education, preparation. He taught leaders. If you are not failing, you are not trying hard enough. This mindset creates fearless innovation. The family man. Despite business demands, family mattered deeply to him. He ensured time for reflection, respect for relationship, balance between work and life. He believed success without balance creates empty victorious. Comparison as a strength. Employees often recall moments where he encouraged them silently. He protected teams from pressure. He chose people from people over profit. For him, compassion wasn't weakness. It was leadership maturity why he avoided that limelight. Shiv Nadar avoided unnecessary publicity because he believed when the work is right, the world will notice eventually. This allowed him to focus deeply, think long term, build without pressure. The human message he left behind beyond business and education, Shiv Nadar left a human lesson. Stay curious, stay humble, stay committed. He proved you can be powerful without being loud, rich without being greedy, successful without being arrogant. At this stage, the story reached its emotional peak. We had seen the builder, the leader, the philanthropist, the human being. Now only one thing remained, the final legacy, how history will remember him. Every life ends, but some stories continue. The final legacy, how history will remember Shimdara. The final legacy. Some lives are measured in years, others are measured in generation. When time steps back to judge, when the noise fades, when markets change, when technology evolves, history asks only one question: what did this person leave behind? In Shiv Nadar case, the answer is first. He gave India confidence before SCL. India was unsure for its technology identity. After SCL, India believed it could compete and win. Shiv Nadar didn't just build a company, he built confidence. He built institution, not movements. Trends fade, institutions endure from SCL to education universities. His focus remains the same. Build something that works without you. This thinking assures longevity. A philanthropy that created capabilities. Unlike charity that offer relief, Shiv Nada philanthropy created capability. He didn't give fish, he taught how to fish. Education became his greatest legacy, a different kind of millionaire. In a world of excess, Shiv Nada chose restraint. In a culture of self-promotion, he chose silence. This made him rare. But future generation will study business, school will study EFCS leadership model, succession planning, institution building, but beyond textbook, people will study his character, a role model without drama. Shiv Nadar proof you don't need to noise to be noticed, you don't need ego to lead, but you don't need to greed to be succeed. His life became a quiet guidebook. The ripple effect. One decision leads to many life changes. A student educated, a family uplifted, a leader inspired. Those ripples will continue long after him. When history sums it up, history may say, he entered when India doubted itself. He exited when India believed in itself. That is legacy. The story not stands near completion. Only one final act remains, the conclusion. The message is life lives for you. A great life doesn't ask to be remembered, it becomes impossible to forget. The message for you, what Shiv Nadar life teaches us all. Why his story matters to you. Shiv Nadar's journey is not only about technology, business, wealth. It is about possibility. He started with no privilege and no shortcut, no global connection, only curiosity, courage, character. And that is why his story matters because it's proof greatness is built, not inherited. The power of thinking differently. When India imported computers, he built them. When companies controlled employee, he trusted them. When billionaire hoarded wealth, he invested in education. Every turning point in his life came from one habit, questioning the obvious. Success without losing your soul. Shiv Nada proof you can grow fast without cutting corners. You can lead powerfully without shouting. You can be rich without being greedy. In a world obsessed with speed, he chose substances. The courage to let go. Many build empire, fear, few let go gracefully. By handed over leadership, he showed trust, he ensured continuity, he protected values. This act alone placed him among real leaders. The real meaning of wealth for Shiv Nadar. Wealth is what you give back. His greater investing were not markets, but in minds. Education was his final masterpiece. If Shiv Nadar could speak to you today, his message would be simple. Learn continuously, build patiently, lead ethically, give generously, exit gracefully. Not all at once, but one decision at a time. A legacy that never retires. Companies may rebrand, technology may change, but confidence once created never disappear. Education once given never expire. That is why Shimnada legacy will never retire. The story continue with you. This is biography end here, but its meaning begin now. Because every time you choose learning over comfort, you choose integrity over shortcuts, you choose long term impact over short term gain. You carry forward this spirit of Shimnada. He didn't just build essay, he built a way of thinking.